You finally find the perfect home in Dartmouth or Fairhaven. You walk into the open house and your stomach drops. The place is packed, and you realize you're up against a dozen other buyers. Beating that crowd doesn't mean you have to empty your bank account. It requires engineering a strategic offer package that outmaneuvers the higher bids. Before we structure anything, there is one absolute prerequisite. You must have a rock-solid mortgage pre-approval letter or proof of funds in your hand. Without it, your offer won't even be read. Winning in this market requires proving absolute dependability to an anxious seller. Here is exactly how you build that proof. Step 1 is stripping the emotion out of your starting price. We rely strictly on hard local sales data, running a comparative market analysis, or CMA, to see what the market actually dictates. To find our baseline, we focus closely on 2 columns, days on market and sold price versus list price. By tracking how quickly homes go under agreement and what they actually sell for, we filter out noise. This intersection gives us a reality-based starting number. While offering a slight bump above that baseline can grab a seller's attention, your purchase price is merely the first lever in the negotiation. A rigorously data-backed price prevents a messy appraisal process down the line. It immediately signals to the seller that you are a serious, financially grounded buyer. When desperation sets in, buyers are often tempted to waive their home inspection entirely just to secure the house. There is a strategic, safer alternative to throwing away your safety net. It's called an inspection repair cap. This document illustrates a standard contingency clause. By writing in a specific threshold, like $2,000, you legally commit to ignoring minor, itemized issues. You keep the inspection for major structural problems, but assure the seller you won't bother them over a loose doorknob. The second essential safety net is the appraisal gap coverage clause. If the home appraises for slightly less than your offer price, this clause guarantees you will cover the minor shortfall in cash. It ensures a low appraisal won't kill the deal. Utilizing these capped contingencies protects your wallet, while proving to the seller they will not be nickel and dimed at the closing table. Beyond price and inspections, a high earnest money deposit acts as a secondary currency. Putting a strong deposit down up front provides immediate psychological reassurance to a nervous seller. Next, before drafting a single word of your offer, have your agent ask the listing agent for the seller's ideal closing timeline. Perfectly matching their unique constraints, whether they need a frantic 30-day rush to relocate or a relaxed 60-day delay to finish out a school year, can easily tip the scales against a higher-priced offer. High upfront financial commitment and strategic timeline flexibility provide the seller with a guaranteed, stress-free exit strategy. Let's look at how this plays out in the real world. Recently, a desirable property hit the market in Dartmouth, right near Padanaram. One buyer wanted it, but they were facing 11 competing bids. In this case, the winning buyer did not submit the highest purchase price. This scale breaks down the 2 final offers. On the left, we have the highest monetary bid. On the right, the strategically engineered offer from the Dartmouth buyer. The highest bid brought a massive top-line number, but it was tethered to messy, open-ended inspection contingencies and agonizingly long timelines. Now look at the Dartmouth buyer's package. They included a clean inspection with a modest repair cap, paired with a precise appraisal buffer. Then they added a robust deposit and a closing date perfectly synchronized to the seller's needs. The seller looked at both options, and the choice became obvious. To seal the deal, the winning buyer enforced a short expiration timeline on their offer, compelling the seller to make a rapid decision without waiting around for more bids. When faced with multiple offers, sellers will consistently sacrifice top dollar to choose the package that guarantees a chaotic-free path to closing. A dominant offer package relies on 3 pillars: a data-backed price, safely capped contingencies, and trust-building timelines. Sellers in Southeastern Massachusetts want a clean offer from a trustworthy buyer that leads to a perfectly smooth closing. When you combine these calculated elements, your written offer represents a promise you can actually keep. You are not powerless against a crowded market. You just need the right strategy. Contact Corcoran at Better Living Real Estate to deploy these exact tactics and win your next home on the South Coast.